Being a CASA is maybe more compassionate as a human. These kids go through so much. It's hard to watch, and it's emotionally taxing for the CASA to watch these kids go through this.
I'm Maggie Deloy with the Community Foundation of North Central Wisconsin, and you're watching another Impact Grant story. This time we get to shine the spotlight on an organization called CASA, which stands for Court Appointed Special Advocate. But don't worry, you don't need a degree from law school to understand the impact these volunteer advocates have on children and families in our community.
I'm an advocate for 3 children. The parents of the children are both incarcerated, and the children are dealing with not only the unknown, but also the insecurity that comes with having your parents in a jail in a different setting completely and not being able to see them at all. So one thing I think is important to note is the parents of these children really do love their children. Unfortunately, they are in a place where, due to their own choices, they're not able to love their children through action. And by that I mean they don't have access to set up doctor appointments and therapy appointments and anything else that comes along with raising a child. So as CASAs, we step in not only for the legal portion of it to make sure they're in a good placement, but also to help navigate those day-to-day activities and important aspects of a childhood.
As an attorney, I've worked in counties where there is a CASA program and where there isn't. And there's a huge difference in the way that kids receive advocacy and representation. I'm Christy Keel, and I'm the Executive Director at CASA for Marathon County. So Court Appointed Special Advocate is a volunteer from the community that is highly trained by our program and screened, and we supervise them, and they go out into the community. They're appointed by the court, and they come alongside a child who is placed in foster care.
Before we go to the hearing, the CASA puts together a court report for the judge, and in that report we just document all the work that we have put in before the hearing, and then also the suggestions that we have for the child and to make their life better. And then once in the courtroom, we sit next to our child and support them as just someone that they know that they can lean on and trust throughout the process. And they can ask questions and just be there for them, because it's really scary for them. It's scary for the CASA, and I just can't imagine what they feel.
So in Marathon County, the judicial bench has appointed us on every single case since February of 2024 that comes into foster care. And so what that means is we have a growing wait list. By national CASA standards, we can only appoint one CASA advocate. We can only give them one case.
The kids who are assigned in CASA have obviously been through an enormous amount of trauma, more than a lot of adults can even imagine. And I think it's really important to remember that these are young kids who just want to be seen as a young child. And in having that relationship with them, you remind them that they matter, that they have a purpose, and they're likable, and not just somebody's checklist, but rather a person that needs to be cared for and advocated for and loved. Giving them this foundation right now will help set them on a path of success. It will help determine their outcome as adults and give them the strength and hope that they need in order to succeed in life.
CASA advocates make a difference in the lives of not just the child, but a lot of different parties on the case. It can not only just change the life of a child, but everyone that's around them.
A community's humanity is revealed in how its vulnerable people are viewed and cared for. That's exactly why the Community Foundation was so thankful that the generosity of our donors made it possible to help bring CASA to Marathon County and provide a whole new depth of support for children in foster care. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon for another story.